Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I already said hi.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay. Before we start today, let me introduce my beautiful camera woman and wife, Wendy. Say hello.
Hi there. Thanks so much for giving me a chance to say hello without me having to interrupt you.
Apparently I forget sometimes. In yesterday's video, quick one, she wasn't with me, but...
He wouldn't have introduced me anyways.
No, probably not. So today's video, if you're looking straight ahead, I can't see the camera today because we're actually trying to keep it outside of the car so it doesn't get any glare off the windshield. Be an experiment, and if the phone goes flying, you'll know why. But today's video is not going to be a neighborhood video or anything like that. We've done that before. We are in Quispamsis, which will for the rest of this video be known as Quispam. And we're going to just drive along the waterfront streets and roads and maybe up and down a couple of little side roads. Because we promised when we did the Quispamsis and Rothesay video, which was in the end of winter, that we would do another video when the weather was nicer. And that would be today.
Yeah, it's like so completely different here. When the trees are in bloom, it's freaking gorgeous everywhere. Like you'll see, it's beautiful. Quispam is a lovely area, and I mean it was really pretty even with the snow, but once the snow is melted and the sun's shining and the trees are bloomed, well, it turns into a little piece of paradise. Look at the little church. They're kind of everywhere. Oh, and a graveyard.
So this is the Kennebecasis River, which is a tributary of the St. John River, which extends all the way up the coast of the province, or up, not the coast, up the middle of the province towards Maine in the United States.
Now, that piece of land that's on the other side of the river, that would be the Kingston Peninsula. Correct?
Yes. So this video will be driving along. This is Gondola Point Road, I believe, and we're just going to drive all the way through here. It isn't always on the waterfront, but there's some nice homes to see, and we'll drive right through to Rothesay, and then we'll finish it off when the water finishes. Now,
when the water finishes?
Well, when the water turns off one way and we turn the other.
Okay, I was like, it doesn't finish here in this area. There's water everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. One thing you can't see from the video, you know, we talk about the character, architecture, the homes, the beautiful scenery, and the very affordable cost of living here. Oh my God, that looks so nice.
Right?
And while we've touched on climate and weather before, today it's another beautiful 23-degree day here. And our friends and relatives back home in BC are going to be faced with a heat wave this week where the temperatures will become over 40 degrees. And we can't overstate that, you know, when it's sunshine, you don't know what it feels like, but it feels absolutely superb. And the weather here is almost always absolutely superb. Yeah, we get some sprinklings of rain, we get some snow in the winter, we get below freezing temperatures in the winter. But in the spring, summer, and fall, it just doesn't really get much better than living here. And, you know, in Ontario, you've got the humidity and heat. In BC, you've got the humidity, heat, and pollution. Here, you do get a little bit of humidity because you're around water, but it doesn't feel the same way. You don't sweat when you come out of a shower here in the summertime. You do if you're in other parts of the province, Moncton, Fredericton, or any of those places. But when you have the Bay of Fundy as your closest neighbor, it tends to moderate temperatures and climate, keep you a little bit warmer in the winter, a little bit cooler in the summer, and the breezes just keep the air fresh. Forgot to mention, Wendy's drinking heavily during this video.
Sorry.
Like we said, it's an experiment trying to keep the phone out the window. Might not work so well.
The wind kind of like pushes it in different directions. So sorry about that. But look at that view. It's such a lovely vacation type feel out here in the spring, in the summer, and the fall. It's you know, coastline everywhere, waterfront everywhere, and you know, look at that, not a cloud in the sky. It's just amazing out here. And Les mentioned, you know, temperatures throughout the rest of the country. He's absolutely right. The temperature here, it's nice and cool, so you can sleep at night, and it's not, you know, it's not humid. It's a lovely temperature for those who suffer from the heat and everything else. And you know, if you need a break from the winter, which winters aren't bad here, despite what a lot of people think. But if you do need like a little break, like you do in the rest of Canada, who also has winters, you just go on a vacation.
Which you can afford because you paid a fifth of the price for your house.
Exactly. So we have a few of our viewers that have been in touch with us who are moving into this area over the next couple of months. So that's really, really exciting for them. And this is just a beautiful area. Like, we do love St. John, but Quispam and Rothesay, they're beautiful and they're very popular. Everybody likes to live out here just because it is a little out of the way, and it's so family oriented. Like, the homes here are all like 3 bed, 3 bath, 4 bed, 3 bath. And, you know, lots of green space for kids and lots of schools and stuff, and lots of activities to do everywhere, whether it's on the river or in, you know, trails and parks everywhere. It's just a lovely place to live.
You get breezes here too because of the river, where there's a very nice breeze going right now. It does tend to be a couple of degrees warmer here than in St. John because the river doesn't cool things off like the Bay of Fundy does. But we're on Shipyard Lane, I think it's called. Very nice little area, and it just goes right down to the river. And we're going to do a couple of these little side lanes just to show you, but they kind of all end up in the same type of place.
Now, if you are looking at properties that are right on the river, please do your due diligence and make sure that there haven't been floods. We came down a few of these side roads when in 2018, and it was a heavy winter, and there was lots of flooding from the thaw that comes down the river from the rest of the province. And there is homes where it affected, so they were too close to the river, and so they had a bit of flooding. But look at that.
There's a beach off to the left of us with chairs. I don't know if it's private or not.
I'm going to bring it in so I can see that.
And there's lots of beaches along the river here, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. It's a huge river. Like, this is the Kennebecasis, but it's all part of the St. John River system, and it is huge. Just gorgeous.
I'm just going to get him to check the mic there. There we go. Make sure it's in. But yeah, what a beautiful spot, hey?
Yeah, so let's keep going.
Let's keep going. So that land across the way, Kingston Peninsula again, which is lovely all on its own. Lots of people have like little vacation properties over there. People live there all year round as well. So the ferries that go there, they run all season long, not as regularly as in the summertime, but they also break the ice to run the ferries. So you'll never be stranded over there if you decide to move to the Kingston Peninsula also, which is a lovely area.
It is. Properties tend to be a little bit less expensive there because it's not quite as convenient, but the ferries are free, and when the river's frozen, some people just drive across the river.
That would make me nervous, but whatever, to each their own. I'd hate to see a $60,000 beautiful truck at the bottom of the river, but
That's what insurance is for.
I don't know. Does insurance cover stupidity? I don't know. I guess it does. Maybe our viewers can comment under the video.
So we are in Rothesay now. We passed a sign saying Rothesay a while ago. That's how I know. It's about the only way I know. Rothesay and Quispamsis sometimes are kind of interchangeable, but they're definitely two different towns. I believe that Quispamsis homes are mostly on well water, and Rothesay has municipal water for their homes.
You keep saying that you were gonna, at the beginning of the video, you gave a big disclaimer that it was gonna be Quispam from here on in, but you keep saying it, the whole word.
I'm very technical.
Yeah.
Anyway, for any viewers who live and were born and raised here or there in Quispam, I apologize for my pronunciation of the word or the name of the town.
Yeah, the locals love to troll us. It's awesome. That's how we learn everything about the area.
Yeah, keep in mind we've been in the Maritimes for 3 years now. We are not locals. Purpose of our videos is just to show off how beautiful it is here for other people who are thinking of doing the same thing we did. We do not claim to know everything about the history of every area or all the places that you should see.
Yes. Oh, and for the locals who live in like little communities that we go out and visit, just remember that we just do this for you guys. We don't get paid to do this. So, like if you're going to troll us, just make sure that you keep that in mind and don't be knobs.
Yeah, it takes a lot of my time to write these very, very long rebuttals to people that leave negative comments, but I still do it.
Yeah.
So, back to the road that we're on, which it's still Gondola Point Road. And still close to the river, but not right on the river. But you do see the trees and how beautiful everything is, and you know, you've got so much lush greenery throughout here. It does take a little while to get fully in bloom because it has to recover from a frozen winter, but we get months and months of this incredible foliage throughout this area.
And we're going to do some videos in the fall too, where all the trees start changing colors. It's amazing out here in the fall. It's so beautiful.
Speaking of that, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, which we know 80% of people that watch our videos are not subscribed, we would ask that you do that.
Do it.
Because if you don't, we might not still be doing this in the fall. If you do, then we'll try to stick around.
So do it. Just do it.
Rothesay is it's more, I guess, established than Quispam. There's some beautiful, beautiful older homes. It's kind of the old money neighborhood of the St. John region, I guess.
Look at that house there. Oh, lovely. And that's all on the water as well. You can't see, they have very private lots here, but this is all on the water. It's pretty beautiful. I think if I couldn't live on the west side, I think I would choose Rothesay. Just because there's like lots of beautiful character homes here, and oh, that church, I missed the church. And there's just beauty everywhere. Look at that. Oh, where are we going? This is Station Road.
Station Road. Oh, I think there's a no entrance thing down at the bottom.
Yeah, that's a beautiful church there. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I love it.
This again is just to show, oh, this is the Rothesay Yacht Club. They have a kick us out of here probably in a heartbeat.
Yeah. They want to appreciate our little Kia, two-wheel drive Kia pulling in.
I really don't understand why Kia doesn't sponsor our videos, but but they don't. Nobody does. So
We're going to turn around up here so we can get a better view.
Yeah. Straight ahead.
Look at that.
It's all the yacht club yachts.
Oh,
And obviously there's a restaurant and lounge and everything here. I'll just turn around. Get a little view of the marina.
Yeah. That's pretty.
The river. The gorgeous sun glistening off the water.
Look at that. Gorgeous. How pretty is that? I love this province. Somebody out there on their little motorboat. We sure do live in paradise.
And as we go back up, there's I apologize. I don't know what it's called. It's called the Commons, Rothesay Commons, or something like that. It's a beautiful park area, which we will see shortly.
See, look at those character homes. How lovely is that?
So if we were to go straight ahead, we'd hit the main, if you want to call it a commercial district, which we drove through in our previous video. But we're not going to do that this time. But there you see, I think it's called the Commons. I don't know. But a beautiful town square kind of central area for people to gather and play. This is a very, very safe town.
Very nice.
And another church.
Ah, yes.
School to our left.
I love all the churches everywhere. So gorgeous.
And I'm not sure if we're still on, if this is still called Gondola Point here. I'm not sure. We'll try and find that out. But it's still the same road. There's a beautiful B&B to our left. Oh, Tennis Court Road. Look at that. A gorgeous vegetation. We're seeing flowers. We try to keep the camera to the right, but to the left is also beautiful. When we get ahead to the little park area we stopped in our first video, we're going to stop there again.
So one thing to note that there is lots of deer in this area just because there's lots of wooded areas and stuff. They have a huge deer population out here in Rothesay and Quispam.
There also tends to be a little more traffic around here because it is a bedroom community. So many people that are living here are commuting to either work, shop, or play in St. John. So you do get a fair bit of traffic for this area. It's still not much. But.
Yeah, the walking score in these areas is kind of on the low side. So you do kind of have to drive everywhere, just so you know, where there's lots of pockets in St. John where you don't have to drive. You can just walk everywhere if you wanted to.
Love the shade that's cast by all the trees that encapsulate the road. Didn't see that during our first video because they didn't have any leaves on them. So we get, I think, in my estimation, 8 to 9 months of very, very beautiful weather here.
Yes.
Each year. And then there's
I agree.
a 3 months period where there's pretty much snow on the ground, and when it's fresh it's nice. When it's not fresh it gets ugly, just like every other place that gets snow. But I just find that the climate here has improved my appreciation of life by threefold at least from where we came from.
Oh, big time. No commuting, fresh air, nice temperatures to sleep with, or sleep in, whatever.
So this is a wonderful park area where you can walk and sit or picnic, bring a lunch.
There's gondolas, or what are those called?
Yeah, it's a gondola.
Okay. And lots of places that you can just have a picnic.
Trails for walking and hiking.
It's really pretty.
There's public bathrooms here. We pointed out that gondola when we did our first video, that in the spring of flooding that Wendy is referring to in 2018, that thing was pretty much all underwater except for the roof.
Yes, we couldn't see the beams. A lot of this road was actually closed off. There was houses where their whole decks were underwater and stuff, and so there is flooding in this area. It was only for that 1 year. I think they had flooding the year before as well, before we arrived.
Yeah, they were worried it was going to be an annual thing, but it hasn't happened since.
Yeah, so the last couple of years it hasn't happened. But there's lots of stuff to do around here with your family in the summertime. Southern New Brunswick is absolutely amazing. You've got views from every area, so you can drive in any direction and you'll find something to do with the family. Like, it's just jam-packed with stuff to do and beautiful scenery.
And for better or for worse, for the last week or so, our borders have been open to the rest of Canada.
Yes.
So if you have had one shot of vaccine, and we are talking right now, and we're June 23rd, 2021 today. So if you've had one shot of vaccine, you can come into the province without isolating. So if you've been thinking about moving here, but you don't want to buy something sight unseen, well,
come on in.
You can now visit the province openly.
Come join us.
If you want.
They actually are running also live entertainment down by the boardwalk now too on weekends. So things are opening up everywhere and things are kind of getting back to normal here. I'm really excited about that. Oops. Sorry guys. Les has picked up his pace a bit, so the wind is blowing our camera all over the place, but look at that. How lovely is that?
Now, we've never actually been down where the access to this kind of harbor, marina, whatever you want to call it is. I'm going to give that a shot.
Okay, let's do it.
I think there's a road up ahead here. Not sure if this is it or not, but let's give it a shot. Oh, train coming.
No, I think it's people working.
So yeah, look at this beautiful little waterfront area.
Wow.
Renforth Rotary Park.
Oh my gosh. How lovely is that? Look at that. Oh my.
So, yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
This is gorgeous.
Look in the little lighthouse. These are everywhere out here, folks. If you like lighthouses, this is the place to be. Look at that. That's so cute.
Let's go in here. So waterfront boardwalk there, benches, people enjoying the sunshine, the breeze, beautiful 22-degree weather now.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
If only you could feel that breeze coming off the water with us.
Yes. We don't run our air conditioning out here in our car. Look at that. Kayakers.
Yes, kayakers. Parked beside us here. Just gonna drop this down as a little scooter. And I work in Quispam, and I've been noticing tons of scooters riding around, which is an awesome way to travel in the summer.
All right.
But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful spot. So that's a pretty good place to wrap up, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
So there's a kids playground over here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Renforth Rotary Park, I think.
Yeah.
In the Renforth area of Rothesay.
And just remember, this area, the river just goes on forever. So these areas, they just can be found everywhere. All the way up to Grand Bay, through Fredericton. Like there's so many beautiful areas to discover around here that hug the river and hug Fundy Bay, or the Bay of Fundy, sorry.
So, if you can hear us above the little train track bell there, thank you very much for joining us for another video. We hope you got something out of it. We hope you'll subscribe to the channel so we can keep making videos.
Yes, and even though we were in Quispam today, and now we're in Rothesay, we actually do love St. John, so have a great day.